please. Right. Does anyone want to volunteer, or should we just? Yeah. Okay. First, we will go with in person and then online.
I will volunteer.
Okay.
Being resilient is not a child's play. You need to put your heart and soul.
Good one. Thank you. And we have someone who would like to volunteer online, please. Oh, you can
Usman
go
Mufti.
ahead. Yes.
Usman
Yes,
Mufti.
please. Yes, please. You can go ahead.
Okay. Many times, during our life, there are many instances where we have to be resilient, and we have to show resilience, because there are ups and downs, difficult moments, difficult times comes in front. We have to face different moments and times, so we have to be very much resilient to face, which makes us more stronger to react well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was a very good one. I think we're good. Thank you. We'll move on to our next session.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umaima, for bringing quite a significant word and very relevant to the theme. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on to the next session. But before that, there are two types of people in the world. One, who see the glass half full, and then the others who see the glass half empty. So which one of you are? Glass half empty, glass half full?
Glass half full. Same here.
Glass half full. Okay, so here we have got a room full of glass half fulls. So those who saw the glass half full invented aeroplanes, but those with positive attitude, the glass half empty positive attitudes, they invented the parachutes. So knowledge and skill are important, very important. However, without real enthusiasm, the best skill sets will count very little. Would you agree with me? So let us continue with the second session of today's meeting. As mentioned earlier, for today, we have speakers who are presenting from their pathways. And for today's meeting of Pakistan Association Dubai Toastmasters Club, we are proud to present two speeches. The first speaker of this session will be delivering his speech from his pathway presentation mastery level 1 project 2. So to evaluate his project, we have a wonderful person who loves encouraging everyone to keep moving and keep learning. Toastmaster Imran Akram will be evaluating this project. Would you please state the objectives of the meeting? Of the speech, sorry, not the meeting.
All everyone, and my target speaker, Dr. Isa, will be attempting his pathways presentation mastery level 2 project, understanding your communication style. Speech title is From Bold to Boldness. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. And let me inform you about the purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his style on others. Wishing you good luck, Toastmaster Isa. Thank you.
Right. So our speaker today is a marketeer by profession, Dubai resident since pre-skyscraper era, health and fitness enthusiast, and an enthusiasm generator as well. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Toastmaster Isa Lagari. Title of his speech is Bold to Boldness. Bold to Boldness, Toastmaster Isa Lagari.
Thank you, Madam Tia Modi. I appreciate it. Yes.
Warm-up session.
क्या करनी है? मैं बोलता जाऊंगा साथ साथ. Okay, can I have the next slide so I can start?
Wow.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There I am sitting with my friend Anis on our school wall in the year 1989. You can notice that I had so thick hair. I mean, growing up, every one young person had like proper hair. They never had hair issues. But in my case, there was no comb invented yet to side or center part my hair. It was so dense to the extent that it was so voluminous that I was talk of the town in the barber community in my neighborhood. I remember one of the barbers telling me, welcoming me always with open arms, and used to tell me that I love trimming your hair. He said in his own words that I love the snipping sound of the scissors when I cut through your hair. And he used to make this sound. I used to laugh. Next slide, please. I loved modeling. So wherever we used to go, we used to carry our cameras together. And this is some of the snaps that I took. The next slide, please. This photo is very close to my heart because this is the one and the only photo shoot, official modeling that I did for a new brand called Stylo back in the 1993. And it a bit disheartened me because I'm going to tell you, we have to go back in time a little bit. Next slide, please. In the summer of 1988, I received my pocket money. I went to the supermarket to buy some stuff for me, my shampoos and soaps and gels and all that stuff. And something dawned upon me that I should buy a cream for my hair that will make it look shiny and all. And I just randomly picked any cream, went back home and applied it, and I rushed out with to meet some of my friends in a common park where we used to rendezvous regularly. We spent the whole evening there. It was humid outside, and the cream started reacting and started melting on my scalp, started mixing with the sweat, and some kind of weird concoction was formed. That evening, I walked back home again in humid. I was exhausted, so I had my dinner and just dozed off without taking a shower. When I woke up the next morning, I had severe irritation in my scalp. I washed my face. And when I rubbed my fingers through my hairs, what I see is countless hair on my palm. it was as if I've been cuddling a chimpanzee whole night long. That was the official, or technically that was the beginning of my hair fall. This continued. The boldness was a reality. I couldn't do anything about it. I went to many dermatologists. I tried to use a lot of treatments, but nothing worked. 2 decades along the way, this is what happened to my head. I just had few hair, remaining on my forehead or head overall. Next slide, please. I was still young. I was in my mid-30s, kind of. So I had 2 options. Either I go for a hair implant or a hair replacement. The hair implant was invasive, and they had to cut through my head, and there was a lot of blood involved, a lot of piercing. I just simply did not buy the idea. I opted for non-invasive hair replacement program. In other words, modern way of saying a wig. So it works like this, that you get a small patch, your original hair on the side stays where it is, and you blend it with the original hair, you fix it, and there you go. You have fun. And this was the first picture that I took in 2008 after I did the hair replacement. Next slide, please. I mean, the sky was the limit. I was so excited. I was over the top. I would have fun. I was so joyous, and I used to enjoy my time. Next slide, please. This went on. It built my confidence. In fact, my confidence soared. 2011, I started experimenting, having new designs of hair. Next. This is 2012, slim and nice puff. And, the other one, 2014. Hair stop. And now what happened was 4 or 5 years had passed. Now let me just go through some of the disadvantages, the cons. One was the health, from the health point of view. Now, when I used to wear the wig, obviously I couldn't exercise. So I gave up on exercise and I chose sedentary lifestyle. On the other hand, I wasted my time by setting up and wearing and cleaning and all that. That took a lot of time, and that was detrimental for my overall success. Next slide, please. 2015, 2016, I started putting on weight. Next slide, please. And this is what happened to me. I put on over 100 kg. Next. Once I was watching a movie of a star, he was bold, and I thought to myself, why am I going through all this? How long am I going to keep on doing this for the rest of my life? I said, no. Next. Jason Statham. Yes, he inspired me that day. I watched this movie. I downloaded his picture. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And yeah, next image. And this is, while I was checking, this was my reality. I had a big belly fat. Next image. And I had to transform from here to here. Next slide, please. And I did not put any target, but I said I'll gradually go with it. 30 days is nothing. No, no magic numbers or anything. It took some time, but the result was phenomenal. This is it in 2018, ladies and gentlemen. Next slide. So be authentic, be inspirational. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a resilient story it was, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed it. So now, for our next speaker, our second speaker is is delivering his speech from his Pathway Leadership Development Level 2 Project 2. To evaluate this project, we have a wonderful person who would love encouraging everyone to keep moving and keep learning. And that is our President, Toastmaster Wafa Khan. Would you like to read the objectives of this speech, please?
Yes. So my speaker today is delivering speech from Pathway Dynamic Leadership. It's his project 2, so level 2. And the objectives of his speech is the purpose is to practice applying feedback and serve as speech evaluator during a club meeting. So the purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate the ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech evaluation speech. So it looks like an evaluation speech. So good luck to my speaker. And the title of the speech is Password. Over to you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second speaker, he's a Toastmaster since 2019. He was working in a health insurance sector, in love with farming, books, and tourism. He loves encouraging others to achieve what they want to achieve. Please allow me to welcome Toastmaster Mohammed Maroof for his speech, Password. Password, Toastmaster Mohammed Maroof.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrasha. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Good evening. How are you all doing? I need your attention for a couple of minutes. So I hope everyone's doing well. Online guests also. Let me share with you something. Today, we all use email, computers, in this IT world. Have you ever struggled to remember your password? Yeah, lots of times, many times. Every time you log in, we start thinking about what's my password, But for me, I have 4 emails, 2 Facebook profiles, one for home, one for outside. And I never forget my password. You know why? All of those passwords, they have broken my heart some way or other. I can never forget them. They will always remain with me throughout my life. So let me share with you my journey of these different passwords. When internet came first, I used to live near British Council back home. And I used to access British Council for library to read books and to use some computers. We did not have computer at home. I met a girl over there, my first password. She was sitting there one day. She used to come to library with her brother. Both of them were identical, except that brother had mustaches. So I asked her, what's your name? She said, Chinku. I asked her, can you help me set up my first email? charmingboy@outlook.com. So she went ahead. She created my email address and asked me a question. Hey, Maroof, what should be your password? And I replied, Chinku. It can be Chinku. So without any hesitation, she set my password. I didn't knew that, to be honest. I started sending her greeting cards, season greetings, everything on her email because she was the one who set my email. I didn't knew that her email and her brother's email were also identical, except the domain. Her email was on Yahoo, brother's email was on Gmail. All of a sudden, one day, her brother in the neighborhood very gently broke my tooth. That is how I came to know that I was sending all of those emails to her brother. So can you imagine, can I ever forget that password? And this is how, with broken heart, they always say, be consistent. I remained consistent and I kept on having different passwords. Moving forward, I graduated. and I found a girl on Facebook. She was a charming, really interesting lady coming to me, sending me messages on Facebook from Norway. So all my hopes, dreams started. I was about to leave, you know, I started packing my bags. Okay, I will be leaving and leaving this country soon. I don't like this place at all. I'll be settling in Norway with, you know, and then making a really good life with that golden girl. Someday, a friend of mine, you know, told me, what if I told you that it's me chatting with you since last 3 months? Oh my God. Can you imagine? I had to change my password again. No worries, let's move on. Actually, you know what happens? They say that straight trees are cut first. I was very simple, straight in my thoughts. So maybe all of this started happening to me, and it is still continued. Let's move on. After graduation, I joined a company for an internship. They were supposed to pay me some stipend. For 3 months, I worked there, didn't pay me anything. So I left that job. I got married also at that time. So without informing the company, I left that, you know, job, and I went home. I said, they're not going to pay me. I'm not going to work there. After some time, my boss called me and he said, Maruf, you left us without informing us. Now there is someone new who has joined and we need to assign your computer to him. So can I have your password? Okay, this time I told him, obviously, my wife's name. You can go ahead and open the computer. He said, I've tried this, but now the computer is asking me for a secret question. And the question was, what is your boss's name? And he was over the phone with me and he asked me, I have tried my name 3 times and it's not accepting. What is your boss's name? I kept silence for a couple of seconds and I told him, idiot. He said, he came out of the phone, you know, in front of me and said, are you kidding me? He said, no, the company was, I said, no, the company was not paying me. So it was, you know, kind of a feeling, please go ahead and put it. It worked for him, but did not work for me. I had never got those 3 months salary and, you know, the benefits at all. So my dear friends, after all those different learnings with the password, I have learned something that I'm going to share with you. You know, password is something which is never going to change. And I have never changed it. After lots of hacking attacks from my wife, after lots of, you know, attacks on my accounts, I have fixed my password, which I'm never going to change. It's my wife's name. And the secret question is, who is the best person in life? And it's my father-in-law. So try to choose your passwords wisely and try to be consistent in your life. Keep moving. They always say that hard work is the password to success, but choose your passwords wisely. Thank you so much. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maruf, for the lovely and very interesting speech. So, ladies and gentlemen and fellow Toastmasters, here's a challenge for you. Think about 3 areas in your life and look at your life's attitude and list what you are doing right, where your attitude could use an adjustment and optimization. And then look at your aptitude. What skill sets you currently are working with, where could you increase them? And where can you add new aptitudes on there? And then look at your altitude, your vision, where you want to go. Look at your goals. And most important of that is that what is the path that you are choosing to achieve that altitude? but be brutally honest with yourself that how can you help yourself to grow in these three areas? Remember, your altitude, your aptitude, and your attitude. With this, our next segment, the part 2 of Toastmaster meeting, will be our table topic sessions, but it's the time that we all wait for, and that is tea break and samosa break. So all of you guys who are online, if you come to Pakistan Association Dubai Toastmasters, you will have the most delicious Punjabi samosa and chai. So we will break for 10 minutes and then we will come back. You guys can also have the tea break and see you in 10 minutes time. Ciao.
All right, everybody online, you can have your break as well. I'm going to take a prayer break. So I'll see you all in 10 minutes also.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So now this is the moment that I would like to say that we all are waiting for. This is the table topic session, and this is an impromptu speaking session. And please volunteer yourself for this speech, for this session for speech. And the guests can also participate in this one as well. To provide with us with the challenge of today's table topic session, we have an amazing person. He is a banker, risk manager to be precise. And guess what? He is a banker for more than 12 years. Moreover, can you believe that he is a Toastmaster for 14 years? Yes. You guessed it right, those who know him. Please allow me to welcome Toastmaster Usman Mufti. Over to you, sir.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to perform this role. For the benefit for the guests, I would like to explain how table topics are given and what are table topics actually. Table topic is a topic will be given from my side to you, and you have to think over it for a couple of seconds, and you have to speak extempore. So it doesn't matter if topic pertains to you, if it doesn't pertain to you, or it's relevant or not relevant. Whatever comes in your mind, please do attempt, and it will give you a feel of stage, and you will enjoy speaking over the stage. And the most important thing is that please do keep an eye on the timing device, and minimum is 1 minute will be green light, and 1.5 minutes will be amber light, and 2 minutes will be red light, and red light will be on till the session ends. But to remain within the timelines, maximum time is 2.5 minutes. Okay. So since we are very limited people, so I would like to encourage the non-role players first, if they can come up, they can and take up the role. So any volunteers, please, who would like to? I can see Mr. Umar Sajid. He's a member, or he's a guest?
He's a guest.
He's a guest. So guests we'll give opportunity later, because they should first know how we perform, in table topic, and then I'll give them an opportunity as well. So okay, and one more thing, since it's a bilingual club, you can speak in Urdu also. Okay, in Urdu, English, I will repeat the topic. I will give you the topic in English, Urdu, both. I will explain, so you can जो भी आपको पसंद है, जिस आप लैंग्वेज में बात करना चाहते हैं, आप कीजिए. तो चले, let's start from चले, Toastmaster Isa, would you like to take up the role? Okay, I'll give you a topic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so your topic is, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. The topic which I'm giving you is, how would you describe your future in 3 words? How would you describe your future in 3 words? आप अपनी जो फ्यूचर है वो 3 लफ्जों में कैसे उसको आप बयान करेंगे? ठीक है? Yes. Over to you.
Words, is it like words? Okay, like for example, successful is 1 word, right? Am I right? I'm asking you a question. Sorry. Yes. That's it, You have to talk about it. Okay, so 3 words and my future. I guess the first word is conscientious. which means that I will make sure that whatever I embark on or any work that I take up, I make sure that I sincerely finish it from the beginning to the end. That's conscientiousness. The second word is resilience. I have to make sure if I take up any challenge in life, and I've experienced it in the past, I've seen the ups and downs in life. But as long as the person, even if it falls or fails, but stands back on his feet and carries on, that is a sign of resilience. Third, blissful. I want to live a life in the future making sure that it is filled with happiness. Blissfulness is something more further than just being happy. It means loving what you do, understanding the reality of life, the goods and the bads of it, living the life blissfully. So these were the three words that I would like to live upon in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was very well attempted. So our next speaker is going to be Toastmaster Maroof. Would you like to come and? I think today everyone will get an opportunity, most probably. Okay, so your topic is when did you not speak up? When did you not speak up when you should have? When did you not speak up when you should have? आप वो कौन सा मौका था जब आप नहीं बोले जबकि आपको बोलना चाहिए था? Toastmaster Maroof.
Thank you. Hi, good evening, everyone. So my topic is, when should I have spoken but I didn't speak, if I understand this correctly? Okay. So ये एक दफा नहीं बहुत दफा होता है मेरे साथ. Many times I ask this question in my home. So almost every day, my wife asks me, what would you like to have today? In dinner, in breakfast, in lunch. If I say something like, okay, I want to have an omelette and breakfast, she says, no, I have done potatoes for you. अगर वो मुझसे पूछती हैं कि दोपहर में क्या खाना है, if I say biryani, she will say, I'll cook that, you know. So after that, I realized, okay, though I should speak up and share something, but since I knew it's not going to happen, I've stopped doing this. So abhi, whatever it is, you know, मुझे खाना पड़ता है, so I don't, you know, say. This I hope this happens in every household. आपके साथ भी होता होगा. But क्योंकि मेरे साथ frequent है and I don't, you know, actually have a choice, so I accept whatever is cooked, if I like it or not. Imagine, most of the times I'm vegetarian. So अगर घर के अंदर कुछ non-veg बनता है, I don't have a choice. I don't speak, you know. So because my voice is not heard. हम सिर्फ वहीं पे बोल सकते हैं जहाँ पे हमारी बात सुनी जाए. And you know, reason why I come here in Toastmasters, you always see me in each and every meeting, because this is the only place I get a chance to speak up. I cannot speak up in my office in front of my boss. I cannot speak at my home in front of my another boss. That's the reason why I'm here in Toastmasters. Speak up. Here, no one's going to stop me. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak up. Thank you.
Nicely attempted. Thank you. So our next speaker would be our president, if she would you like to.
Yes, I would say if you take the guests first.
Because I was just thinking that because the guests are not appearing on the screen, so I don't know who is the guys, whether they are willing
We
to take it.
have
Okay.
Omar Sajid and Omar Farouk, and we have our GE Toastmaster Archa. So do you want to go with Toastmaster Archa first? As she's a Toastmasters.
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Thank you. Toastmaster Archa.
Yeah,
How are you? Okay.
good.
Okay, your topic is give me a minute, please. I will just your topic is how do you deal with isolation and loneliness? How do you deal with isolation and loneliness?
I embrace it with great pleasure. Isolation and loneliness because I am an introvert by nature. So I don't like too much of interactions or social events or anything like that. So even when I go for such events, I try to finish it before time, or I bunk it before time, and I reach home. And I like to spend time with myself. I don't deal with it. I enjoy it. I learn something, try to learn something, watch a show or a movie, do some household chores. So there are a lot of things to do to not feel lonely or isolated. So I don't take it as a bad thing that to feel isolated or lonely. In fact, I enjoy it, and I cherish the lonely moments. It's not that I don't like interacting with people, but only with the people I like to spend time with, like my family, even the people at my workplace. If I vibe with the people, then I like to spend time with them. If I am not comfortable in a certain place or a company, then I prefer being alone. So that is my take on how to spend time, how to deal with loneliness and isolation. Thank you, and over to you, Topic Master.
Okay, very good. You have really attempted nicely. Thank you. So the last topic I would like to give to Mr. Umar Farouk. Would you like to attempt?
Let's try. It's my first time idea, so I'm just learning from your guys.
चले मैं आपको टॉपिक देता हूँ आप करें इसको आपको इजी टॉपिक दे देते हैं ठीक है When was the last time you felt lucky? When was the last time you felt lucky? वो कौन सा मौका था जब आपको लगा कि आप खुशकिस्मत है, लकी हैं, ठीक है? चलो.
अच्छा ये खैर okay. It's a start from because we are running the group of Pakistanis. I'm also a member of a PAD also. So the first I'm a lucky person when I joined the PAD, which I openly all the platform I will recognized to the PAD. वो ऐसा मौका था कि मैं जस्ट पैड में किसी फंक्शन में आया तो मैंने देखा कि यार ये अच्छे काफी अच्छे लोग यहाँ पे बैठते हैं देन वहाँ पे एक क्लास स्टार्ट हुई थी अरबी क्लास विच वन इज तारिक साहब ने स्टार्ट की थी और इम्तियाज साहब ने तो वो मैंने ज्वाइन की तो फिर पैड के जितने ऐसा लोग थे वो ऑलमोस्ट 2 मंथ क्लास चली थी वो वाली तो उसके साथ साथ लोगों से इंटरेक्शन मेरा होना शुरू हुआ लोगों के बारे में जानना शुरू हुआ फिर पैड के बारे में मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली कि यहाँ पे लोग क्या करते हैं कैसे रहते हैं क्या क्या प्रोग्राम्स यहाँ पे देन आई स्टार्टेड अटैच विद पैड तो उसके बाद मैंने फिर कल्चर कमेटी ज्वाइन की वहाँ से और बड़ा कुछ सीखने का मौका मिला देन आई रियलाइज के यूए में काफी मुझे टाइम हो गया, ऑलमोस्ट 15 ईयर हो गए। तो वहां से मुझे लगा कि नहीं यार, ये वाकई एक ऐसा प्लेस है जिसको हम लोग अपना सेकंड होम कह सकते हैं, जहाँ पे हमें कुछ सीखने को मिलता है, क्योंकि ऑल द सीनियर इज देयर। तो उनसे बड़ा कुछ सीखने का मिला, बॉन्डिंग बड़ी अच्छी उनके साथ बन गई। तो that was a lucky day and a lucky time. And the second time when COVID start, one of my Facebook group friends, we start helping the people. We giving the ration to the people. अभी एक लास्ट केस हमारे पास एक आया था, एक लेडी थी, उनका एक बच्चे, उनके पास पैसे नहीं थे, शी वाज सम उनके पास कोई फंड का इशू चल रहा था, तो वो काफी प्रॉब्लम में चल रही थी। somehow they contact us on the Facebook group. फिर उनकी मेरे से बात हुई, तो उनके बच्चे की डेथ हो गई थी अंदर ही। तो और उनके पास पैसे नहीं थे, वो किसी हॉस्पिटल जाए, उनकी आईडी सब कुछ एक्सपायर था। वो सेम टाइम ने हमने जितने दोस्त सबसे डिस्कस किया, तो विद इन 24 आवर हमने उनकी वो अबॉर्शन करवा के उनको, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह शी इज फाइन नाउ। सो दैट टाइम आई फील लकी कि चलो एटलीस्ट आई डू समथिंग फॉर अदर पीपल।
Thank you. Okay, okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Do we have one more topic? एक और topic उमर साजिद के लिए कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि एक guest है. He'll be left alone then. Umar Sajid, if you're there.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. So,
Okay, ma'am, I'll give you a topic. Okay, give me 1 minute, please. Okay, Umar, the topic for you is okay. The topic for you is what's 1 minute, please. Give me 1 second. What stresses you out? What stresses you out? क्या ऐसी चीज है जिससे आप एकदम stress out feel करते हैं? Over to you.
All right, this is a really good question. Actually, at this time, I'm 19-year-old, so I'm in my university period. So the most thing which stresses me out is assignments and submissions. Because in my university time period, our one semester is like 3 months. So within upcoming 2-3 weeks, we are loaded with many assignments, due to which we don't find time, and it's really difficult to take out time and to work on that assignments. So when the deadline comes closer, so I have to wake day and night to complete my assignment, which really stresses me out and burn me out. That's the only thing which I really hate, and it really stresses me out so bad.
Continue with it. You have time. Let's continue. Huh?
Okay. And then and moreover, yeah. So some of my friends, they really do good in studies, and when seeing them, they submit their assignments early, so it puts more pressure on me to complete it, to complete those assignments. So that's also a plus point, and more stress applied on me.
Okay. Good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So with that, I think we are going to conclude the table topic session. So I would request the timer to please take us through the timing report, please.
For the table topics, so
Yeah,
those
please.
I believe 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Then it was GE, our GE of the meeting, it was 1 minute and 50 seconds. Umar Farooq was 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and Umar Sajid 1 minute and 15 seconds. For me, it was 1 minute and 45 seconds.
So I'm happy and glad to know that everyone has qualified. So we can vote for them. We can take a while and vote for them. And after voting, I'm going to hand over the stage to our president, our TMOD. Sorry.
Thank you.
So,
I'm sharing the poll.
So I'm going to conclude from my side. Thank you very much again, and once again for giving me the opportunity. And hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.
Just a quick reminder, I've launched the poll on the Zoom. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know those who's present in the meeting. If you would like to join the meeting and just vote, and then you can leave. It's not on Mentimeter.
Okay. So if even just to let you know, even the guests can vote, and you can vote for yourself as well. So in opinion, who is the best table topic speaker, you can vote and take part in the voting. That in your opinion, who was the first, who did the best table topics, and you can vote for yourself. If you think you did the better than anybody else, you can vote for yourself as well. So we'll give you a minute so that everybody can vote. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, our attitude towards life determines life's attitude towards us as well. As you grow your attitude and your aptitude, your confidence, your belief in yourself is also increased. And your entire identity is going to take a new role. So now, what we will entering into the third session of the meeting, which is the evaluation sessions. So we will be inviting our evaluators to give us their valuable evaluations of the speeches delivered by our speakers. The time limit allowed for the evaluator is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, the green light will be switched on. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the amber light will come on, and at 3 minutes, the red light will be shown. Then you will have 30 seconds to wrap it up. So for our first evaluator, Toastmaster Isa, our evaluator is a Toastmaster. He's a Toastmaster since 2018, into different roles of his Toastmaster journey. Treasurer, VP Membership, VP Education, President, and then Director in 3 different clubs and in 3 different divisions of District 105. One of the chartered members of Pakistan Association, the White Toastmasters Club. He is a chartered accountant by profession, poet, a writer, leader by nature, a keen learner, and a strong supporter, a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, with big round of applause, join me to welcome Toastmaster Imran Akram.
If you believe it will work out, you will see the opportunities. And if you believe it will not work out, you will see the obstacles, said Wayne Dyer. And this is what my target speaker, Toastmaster Isa Lawari, has demonstrated through his speech. He came up with a mind-blowing topic from bald to boldness, with the stunning opening, coming with the slide and captivating the attention of the audience immediately, with wonderful grammar and excellent use of language as well, with a high level of confidence, which was evident by the proper rehearsals as well, and the energy house, the powerhouse of this club. This is a brief intro of his tonight's speech. Let me talk briefly about what are the key elements I really liked about the speech. The first thing I came to know today is that he is a storyteller. He knows what are the ingredients of the story, how to make a proper story, and then how to deliver it. What are the key elements? What are the key? Although it was a self-centered story, but still he managed to make us sure that whatever he is saying, we are also traveling along with the timeline, along with him. So that was number one thing that I really liked about that one. And I must advise you one more thing later on about this. Number two, I realized, and I must say that every Toastmaster should notice the excellent use of language, the grammar. I must notice certain sentences. He used excellent phrases that were like talk of the town, like sleeping sound of the scissor, and over the moon, and the confidence was soaring and all that. So can you imagine what kind of vocabulary he has utilized? This is what we are normally missing, but I really like it. So I try to highlight that. If you're writing a speech, try to implement and add value-added words over there. Another element is the human element. I noticed that he tried to add and sprinkle the humor at different points in his speech. Like starting from the very starting, he said, no comb had been invented, for his hair. And later on, he added one more very good usage of the language translated into the humor as well. That is the non-invasive hair replacement program, also called as WIG. So that shows that he is a wonderful taste of humor is there, which also gives added certain other aspects of the speech. The hand gestures were excellent during the whole of the speech, and it was evident at a number of situations. And then the voice modulation I could see at the plus, minus, high, low, and all these kind of things were available over there. The expressions were very energetic over there, and the speech had a value as well. Let me talk about that. If I had been a speaker, what additional things I could have been done or could have been avoided? A very important element is use of slides. If you have to use, just use 2-3 slides. It should not be a slideshow. It's not a presentation, it's a speech. So it should be important that you just highlight 1 or 2 pictures only, and that is more than sufficient to convey the message that you wanted to say. Number 2, conclusion. The conclusion was related to only one sentence, wonderful sentence, that be authentic, be inspirational, fine. But as a matter of fact, the conclusion should be around 45 seconds to 1 minute, because that is a time where you are going to paraphrase the key elements of your speech. So this is really important. For such a wonderful speech, I was thinking that there should be some kind of dialogue should be there, At certain points when he was having his friend, the friend was there, so a kind of dialogue could have added more value into the speech as well, because with the dialogue, we know about the characters and emotions, and then we remember those dialogues as well. The transition, if I had been there, I would have added more of the transition, like opening and the body. There was no transition over that. Immediately from opening, we went to body, and there was no stoppage over there, or that should have been avoided over there. Structure. Whenever you're writing a speech, the speech should have a proper structure: opening, body, and conclusion. Opening and body were there, although the transition was missing over there, but the conclusion should have been given a proper weightage. Overall, I must say, Issa is an excellent speaker, and I must take the advantage of tonight. I must tell you guys one thing. I can also see one more motivational speaker from this platform. I can tell you the way he's convincing, he has a convincing style, and that style is very important whenever he is doing something. So I must say he should work on these elements as well. Wonderful speaker. Definitely he's going to touch the skies if he's going to add certain things. Thank you very much.
Yes, that is true. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Imran Akram, for the comprehensive and very valuable feedback. Now, for our second speaker, Toastmaster Maruf, we have our second evaluator, and she is Toastmaster since 2000. and 20, an educationist by profession, life skill coach, and an English language instructor, a reader, a writer, a learner, a motivator, loves encouraging everyone to keep learning. President of Pakistan Association Dubai Toastmasters Club for the year 2022-23. Please join me in welcoming with a big round of applause our President, Toastmaster Wafa Khan.
Thank you, our Toastmaster of the evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, password. Were you waiting like me for the password he has for his mobile, email, or whatever he has? Maybe Tijori? I don't know, but I was waiting for the password. Toastmaster Maruf, you have an excellent sense of humor. Although you are such a new Toastmasters to our club, I find you grow, and I find that there's a lot more to discover in your skills. Like humor is a skill. So absolute, like phenomenal humor you have. And I was like amazed by how this thing unfolded, and we just had giggle. Let me tell you, having a hybrid meeting and being able to be with your family, we had giggles over here as well. So this was good. Your body language. As soon as you came on the stage, your shoulders were back. You had a really good high lifted body, and which just showed that you have great confidence. And you began in a great way. You began confidently. So well done on that. I liked how you had little stories to share in all of your speech. Like had a story about, how you have passwords, then you had the boss's password story. This is great. You had excellent vocabulary. Now, this all just showed that you have a great speech, and just refining a little bit, you can go towards the international contest. Now, my question is, how would you do that? Very simple. Whenever you are on a speech, you're there participating, they look at your body language, they look at your content, and they also look at how you use the stage. The use of stage was minimum. So you stood at one place, although you were moving side to side, but I would suggest, how about you move to one place and discuss about about a different password. Then you change your location and talk about your different story about the boss. And then you come to the middle and give your feedback. Our use of stage just tells us how smartly we are using the space that is available to us. Your conclusion was great. I loved your answer. I loved your story, how it got back to your wife. I'm sure she's happy, and it's never changing, and you're sticking to it. So it had a great lesson. Always use the stage properly. And I believe just by doing these small changes, you are ready for the contest, because you have an excellent courage to bring up that humor and talk about and bring a speech on it. But there's one more thing I want to say. Your objective was for the evaluation. It was not for a speech. So it was to give an evaluation. So just like how I've given an evaluation, I want you to try and do the same and give an evaluation. And that's how you complete this project. Thank you so much. Best wishes for the future. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wafa, for a comprehensive and effective evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, now is time for our general evaluation. It's the time for our general evaluator who was observing the meeting and will give us the feedback about the whole meeting so that we can learn and improve our future meetings. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome our guest, Toastmaster Archa. She is a VP Education of the Universal Toastmaster Club, engineer by profession, and she's also working in Area P Director, Division P Director. So I'll allow me to welcome and give this podium to Toastmaster Archer for her general evaluation. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amira. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful and eventful meeting it was. It started at 7:33, which is not bad considering it's a hybrid meeting and had to coordinate a lot of things for online and offline. So well done on that. Then Sergeant at Arms, the first phase we see in our Toastmasters meeting. Toastmaster Umaima, she kept her address precise and crisp, but I wish she didn't deliver her speech reading from the paper. So please try next time to memorize the speech of Sergeant at Arms and deliver it. It will come out naturally and you will get a better connect with the audience. Then came the President Wafa's, Toastmaster Wafa's speech. She greeted her guest very well. It was very heartwarming. And she showed her dedication by delivering her speech from a car and still managed to deliver a fantastic presidential address. But since there were guests, I wish there was a presentation on what Toastmaster stands for and what the club will do for the guest in case they want to join as members in future. So only that I felt was lacking in your presidential address. Then came the TMOD, Toastmaster Amira. Attitude and not aptitude determines your altitude. What a wonderful theme. And she kept bringing up this theme in between the segments and completed the theme and gave us some insights on this theme. She was as vibrant in her attire and in her attitude. Well done. Wordmaster, again Toastmaster Umaima, who introduced a beautiful and motivational word called resilience. She gave all the Arabic, Urdu versions of it and synonyms and example sentences, went for a round robin. So well done on that. It was a well done segment by Toastmaster Umaima. Now speaker number 1, Toastmaster Issa Lagari. His speech was a delight to watch and also to listen as he took us through his memories about his hair and with lot of humor. Well done. Next speaker, Toastmaster Maruf. He also delivered a very energetic speech with interesting title called Password. It was very intriguing. And his speech was also very funny and it cracked me up at many places. Then came the table topic segment hosted by Toastmaster Usman Mufti. It was a very well conducted segment and he was very encouraging towards the guests to speak up. So well done, Toastmaster Usman Mufti. Then came the evaluation segment, and evaluator Toastmaster Imran. He evaluated Toastmaster Issa's speech with great zeal, and he delivered the speech because everyone forgets that evaluation is also a speech and not just giving feedback in a laid back manner. So well done on delivering a great evaluation speech. Then came second evaluator, Toastmaster Wafa. She delivered a great evaluation speech, giving valuable feedback with dollops of encouragement. Well done. Overall, it was a very entertaining and very interesting meeting. Only suggestions would be to avoid the technical glitches and to keep it minimum. Cannot be avoided completely, but at least you can minimize it. But well done on hosting a very good hybrid meeting. I think with practice, it will improve. Then tea breaks could be shorter, I felt. And also timer could be introduced before the segments, and he could have explained the timing rules to all the speakers in case they're not aware of it, and also for the benefit of the guest to understand the timing nature of the Toastmasters meetings. So that's it from me. Overall, a very nice meeting, and well done. Keep it up. Over to you, Toastmaster Wafa. Sorry, Toastmaster Amira.
Archer, for your wonderful evaluation and your feedback. We will certainly do our best to implement that in our meeting. I forgot actually to ask the timer to give us the timings for the for our evaluators. So can you just do that?
Time, and for Toastmaster Imran, it was around 4 minutes 30 seconds, and for Toastmaster Wafa, it was around 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
So both of them are not qualified. Oops. But we must say that they were wonderful evaluations, and we all learned a lot from that. So, ladies and gentlemen, my final thoughts. Hidden treasures of matchless jewels in ourselves are to be discovered, purified, and polished to play a practical and effective role in reforming human lives. Not only our own, but others as well. We are to become fountains of light, means of guidance to serve humanity. This is the infinite game of happiness and contentment. So I leave you with a thought that where in your life could you use an adjustment? Your attitude, aptitude, altitude. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to our president, Wafa Khan, for her closing address and awards. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. What a phenomenal performance by our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Amira Shah, the lady who has the attitude, the aptitude, and who has climbed the altitudes as well. So well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick note from the guests, and then we will go to our awards. So we've heard from our general evaluator. We really appreciate all the feedback that's been given, and we are going to work on those areas for to improve our club. So let's ask our two guests, जो हम नाम हैं, तो हम जानना चाहते हैं उनसे कि उनको आज की मीटिंग कैसे लगी. उमर फारूक. Guest Umar Farooq, कैसी लगी आपको मीटिंग? Quick 10 seconds में.
So meeting was so memorable to me. इस पहला टोस्टमास्टर का इवेंट था जिसमें मैंने पार्टिसिपेट किया और the things the same अर्चना मैडम ने कहा कि एक्चुअली द बिहाइंड स्टोरी कुछ मुझे नहीं पता इसकी ना आप लोगों ने इसमें इस मीटिंग में एवेल्युएट की है कि एक्चुअली टोस्टमास्टर है क्या, हाउ टू ज्वाइन, व्हाट इज द एम ऑफ टू ज्वाइन द टोस्टमास्टर.
जी, very good question. और मैं आपके इसकी से I want to share this. Toastmaster, like you've seen, it is a platform where you work on your communication skills and leadership skills. And exclusively एक education program है जहाँ पे आप अपने communication skills पे और leadership skills पे काम करते हैं. You get opportunities to be a leader. There are a lot of activities and we meet twice a month. मतलब, that's a very good practice. जिसमें आप 24 meetings attend कर सकते हैं एक साल में. So, and we meet on the 2nd and the 4th Tuesdays. So, आप कैसे join कर सकते हैं? आप join हमारे XCOM team है और XCOM team के like guest group में हम अपनी VP membership का contact share करेंगे. आप guest group में हैं टोस्टमास्टर उमर फारूक?
नहीं, मैं उसमें नहीं हूँ.
ठीक है, आप मेरे साथ जरा चैट में अपने contact details share कीजिएगा. Then I will share it with my VP membership. And वो आपसे राब्ते में रहेंगे और आपको गेस्ट ग्रुप में भी ऐड करेंगे और इस तरह आप हमारी मीटिंग्स को अटेंड कर सकते हैं जो कि every meeting has a different theme and different role players. Okay, so thank you so much. जी, guest Umar Sajid, आप बताइए, how did you find it? और आपको कोई benefit हुआ आज की मीटिंग से? Like being a 19-year-old, how do you feel about it?
Like, to be honest with you, it was really engaging. And as a student in university, we usually have to face with projects and all this stuff. So it's a group project. And to be more importantly, you need to have this leadership skills in order to take the group and work towards the goal. So I think I have learned a lot from this meeting and I hope to be a member of this club as well.
Fantastic. We are looking towards this. अब आप भी मेरे साथ इस chat में जरा अपना contact detail share कीजिएगा. We'll have our next meeting in January. So we would like to invite you there. And of course, our guest Umar Farooq. और देखिए, impromptu sessions, and we have these little sessions which will help you enhance your speaking skills. And then when you become a member, there's a proper education session. And we have a VP education uske liye in charge, jo aapko guide karengi aage. So thank you so much. Right, ladies and gentlemen. So who is the winner today? I have the details. I hope I can't share the screen because it's on the poll here. So let me share. So the best speaker, jo abhi tak aaya hai result. And are we ready, Toastmaster Amra? Yes, okay, fantastic. So our best speaker, we had two speakers. We had Toastmaster Isa and Toastmaster Maruf. Tough competition tha, dono ke paas humor bhi tha, content bhi bahut zabardast tha, और diverse bhi tha. So who was it? Both of them with personal stories. Ladies and gentlemen, as you voted, it is Toastmaster Isa and Toastmaster Maruf, dono. So fantastic. Well done. Dono ba mukabla aa chuke hain. So you are going there forward, और आप लोगों की speeches very zabardasti. Please carry that on. Yes, let's have a photo session. Are we taking photographs? Yes, we are. Zabardast. And Toastmaster Archa and our dear guest, I would like to mention, ye dono members, hamare fresh members hain. They joined in August, and over this time, they are fantastic. So perfect candidates. All right, so we have meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, जो भी मौजूद है, आप best evaluator के लिए मुझे personal message में vote कीजिएगा. Best evaluator के लिए who do you vote for? Meanwhile, let me announce the best table topic speaker. So, yes, the best table topic speaker, हमारे पास around 5 लोग थे, which was 2 guests, and the guests did really well. Best table topic, and you voted for it. You have voted for it. It is Toastmaster Isa. Well done, Aaj ki Shan.
Resilience.
Yes, Kamal, you were dressed top notch. You had your speech top notch, and you had your table topics top notch. Well done.
Because of the word of the day.
You are there. It takes a while, but you get there. Thank you. Thank you so much. We had a tough competition. हमारे guest ने भी मुकाबला दिया था Toastmaster ईसा को. Close match था. बहुत करीब के votes थे. But this is fantastic. So, as I would like to say, I'm just going to share my contact. आप अपना उमर साजिद प्लीज अपना कांटेक्ट शेयर करें. आपका जो कांटेक्ट है हम वो पास ऑन कर देंगे उनको, हमारे वीपी मेंबरशिप को. वो आपको अपडेट कर देंगे आपके व्हाट्सएप पे या कॉल करके. ओके, ऑलराइट. नाउ थैंक यू सो मच डियर मेंबर्स. आज की हमारी जो महफिल थी या शाम थी, समोसों के नाम थी और हमारे डेडिकेटेड टोस्टमास्टर्स के नाम थी. और ये हैं हमारे really good and dedicated members जो हमें चाहते हैं. We're still missing Toastmaster Abid, but because of personal commitments he couldn't make it. And thank you Usman Mufti, he came. Thank you so much dear members and guests. As a president, the power invested into me, I like to close the meeting today. Thank you so much everyone.